In this bustling metropolis, where creativity knows no bounds, join us as we dive into the captivating tales of Afrobeats artists to Nollywood actresses and creatives alike. You see the eyes on that no give me the life of the party. From chart-topping hits to silver screen sensations, each episode brings you closer to the pulsating soul of Lagos. With each story shared, we uncover the passion, perseverance, and dreams that fuel these icons. So grab your favorite mug and join us for a journey through the lives and voices shaping the cultural landscape. This is Tea Time with Aisha, the Lagos series, where every beat resonates and every story sings. And I'm your host, Aisha Alabi. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel. It's your first time seeing my face. My name is Aisha and this is Tea Time with Aisha. In today's episode, as per usual, I have another amazing, entertaining, interesting, inspiring guest for you all here. She's one of my favorite people ever, and I'm so excited to actually have the opportunity to sit down and speak with her on camera for you guys to see what our dialogues look like and everything that she has to say. So without further ado, let me bring on to you my Netflix star, Ruby Akubuze. Hi, baby. Oh my, it's giving you all black. As in, it's giving what's the name of that one thing from Marvel? Like it's Black Cat, Catwoman.
Yeah.
Even with the nails, it's giving. And like we're looking matching with the hair color too.
Mm-hmm.
It's giving.
I love.
Can you give us an OTD?
Okay. So we're going to have a bit of problem over here because I don't be remembering the brand.
Because you always be getting gifted stuff.
Girl!
It's giving baby girl lifestyle to the max. I want to be like you when I grow up.
Right from my dress to my bag to my rings, they're like gifts. So it's like, what do I care?
Check out the steez. Like, if you ain't getting gifted, what you saying?
And yeah, my hair is from an Instagram vendor. She's called Hair by Hoover.
Okay.
And yeah,
I hope you choose this one, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. My earrings, they're from More by Fiana on Instagram as well. But yeah, the rest of them,
gifts. It's giving. I love to see it. Okay, before we get into the episode and we drink our tea, we're going to do a quick rapid fire. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your fashion inspo?
Right now?
Yeah. No, in general. Like just
in general. Girl, comfort.
I know.
Comfort.
Yeah, it do be giving comfortable. Okay, tea or coffee?
Tea.
That's the right answer. That's the right answer. What's heavily played on your music playlist right now?
Dependable God.
Okay. What's your favorite part of acting? Of like bringing a character to life?
That's a tough one.
Right off the top of your head.
I mean, I love a lot of things about acting, but I think my favorite thing about bringing a character to life is the pre-production, when you get to know the character, study the character, and step into her mind frame, step into her past, her present, and the future she hopes for herself, and all of that. Yeah, I think that must be my favorite thing.
So that was the rapid fire. Now I'm going to show you guys what we have here. We have Cinnabons today. Cinnabons paired with ginger tea. I'm sorry, I'm basic. Shoot me.
Oh, I love ginger tea.
So good, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're going to do a little taste test because the taste test we've been getting so far, I don't know.
Wow.
A little bit questionable, but all right. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh my God. Is that honey?
Yeah.
Oh my God, to die for.
Yeah. That's the reaction I like. Okay, tell me you like the tea. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay. So how are you?
Friend, a bit stressed, but I'm great. I'm blessed.
What's been going on? What's stressing you?
What's my what?
What's stressing you?
See, a lot of things. First of all, I mean, like, I don't know if I should say this because like, I don't know where you air. Because like the convocation.
Yeah, you can still let them know.
Yeah, so first of all, my convocation is coming up in a matter of days. And yeah, my school, they have a mind of their own. So no matter your planning and organizing and everything, like they will surely scatter your plans. That's one thing you should know.
That's why you
First
have to
of
be
all, about
prepared
my
for the
school.
unexpected.
See, so like it's been one hurdle after the other with the whole preparation for my convocation, and sis, I am stressed, but
That's
just
right.
trying to maintain the beauty
Period.
and yeah, and stay sane while
Getting everything done.
getting
And
everything.
of course, you're always working, having things in the right. So talk a little bit about that. Okay, so I wanted to start off the episode just kind of talking about how we met.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like that story is funny to me. Okay?
It is funny.
It's funny. So we had actually been following each other on Instagram.
Yeah.
For like a while.
For a while,
Yeah.
like maybe years,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those accounts that you just, like, when you follow them, like, you like their pictures and stuff like that. But you know how Instagram and the algorithm be. So you see their posts fewer or less than often. But when you see, like, oh, that's my girl. Go ahead.
No, but yours, I know I usually see your posts.
Really?
Yeah. You be having them picnics and all whatnot. I'm like, okay.
No, it's crazy. And I think we followed each other around the time where Explore page was still exploring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Explore page was a little bit different at that time. So we followed each other. I was like, oh my God. And I think around that time, it was like shortly after that you done Sugar. I was like, that's her? I know her. Stop. And I was like, fangirl. Like, oh, that's so dope. I love to see it. And then after years, we find each other in like the craziest place. Like,
Girl,
we didn't even
in
meet in
the
Lagos.
ghetto.
We didn't even meet in Lagos. We met in Oyo.
With all our razziness
Oh my
and
God.
dustiness.
Ah.
My.
Oh my God. Two different perspectives.
See.
Two different perspectives. I was like, that name sounds familiar. Like, I think I know who you're talking about. But like, until I saw her, and even when I saw her, I was still like, no, that's her. That's definitely her. But I didn't come up to you like, oh, like, are you X, Y, and Z? I think I was just like making sure you were good, and ready for. So obviously, we both were in Ijokma, and that's how we officially met. And then, I was like, yeah, you good? You need anything? And then
Yeah. And the funny thing is, you and Kiki were right outside my room door because like I could hear you guys just before your bus left.
Yeah.
So I could hear you guys. I was like, who the heck is that?
we were up so early.
Like, why are you guys so up early? And like
Yeah.
you guys were just chatting away, and I mean, I figured you guys must have been crew members for you to have been up at that time.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, let me get some sleep, girls.
Because I ain't talking to me.
And then I got on set, and then I was having breakfast, and then you came over and was like, sorry,
I don't even remember this.
Oh, I do remember it. I do remember. Right at the, like the kitchen.
Is it where those like bus seats
Yes,
are? Yeah.
the bus seats.
Okay.
Yeah. Girl, we were sitting on bus seats.
I don't know.
Friend, it was crazy.
Come there. We experienced things together.
See, and then she came up and she's like, "You okay, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm okay." She was, okay. Oh my God, Aisha is so cute.
And then we were in the tree house.
Yeah.
We were in the tree house, our makeshift tree house at the time. That tree house was not a tree house yet too.
No, I mean,
At the
now
time. Now it
is.
is. Now it's given. Yeah, but at that time, it's like, yeah, we're going up to the tree house. We're in the tree house, getting ready, everybody getting in character.
Yeah.
And then, I don't even know what happened. I just remember, like, are you hungry? Do you want something
Girl,
to eat?
I was losing my mind because we were in the ghetto, like we said. So even to get any snacks and stuff, and I didn't think it was going to be like the ghetto.
Yeah.
Before going there, so I would have prepared myself.
Yeah.
Fine. Only for me to get there and hear that for you to get anything, you have to travel down.
Yeah.
I said, which kind of wahala be this? And of course, they would not let me out of set because, safety and everything.
Yeah.
So I was losing my mind.
I was like, because the one thing about me, if you know me, I'm a snacker. I gotta have snacks on deck. So I have my plantain chips, my chin chin, my biscuits, my shortbread, all my drinks, everything. My mom was like, okay, before they go and stab my child.
If I had known. Only if I had known.
Yeah, no. So I was like, like when elementary school kids are like, do you want a piece of my cookie? I was like, yeah, get you my cookie.
And she gave me her shortbread. That was really, really, really so cute because I love shortbread.
Yeah.
And then, like, if I should give anyone my shortbread,
Like, it's
please.
scarcity. Do you
Do you
understand?
understand?
Do you know
And
where we
first
are?
of all, we were in a drought. I mean,
Like, what?
honestly,
No, literally, we didn't have anything.
We didn't have anything.
We have nothing.
I gave me that shortbread. I was like, nah.
No, but like I just feel
She's
like
a
our
real
interactions
woman.
and stuff like that during that time was just, it was just like setting up, and then eventually you came up to me like, "Are you?"
I said, like, after that, I was like, hold on a second. Okay, no. I now saw your post.
Yeah.
Again. I was like,
It's the same place.
I don't understand. How? I don't understand. What's this girl doing here? Only for me to now hear, oh, she's the director's niece. I'm like,
It makes sense. It was all adding up.
how? Like, it was such a crazy
It was a crazy time. It was a crazy time. And you were like, I was like, yeah. She's like, oh my God, I knew it. I was like, hey girl. How you doing? No, it was so cute. And then eventually we became roommates.
Yeah.
It was not like, that wasn't the original plan, but that's what ended up happening. And I feel like that's a huge reason why we got so close.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
yeah, boarding school type of steez, that would definitely make you close with the person. I was like, you're the Libra to my Leo.
Yeah.
Love it. But no, literally I was like, during that experience, I was like, oh my God, like you are not necessarily different, but like whatever I thought you were, I was just wrong. I was like, oh, you're just so precious and like gentle and
mean,
like feisty at the same
A
time.
lot of times people have like this whole
Idea of who you are.
idea of who I am, but trust me, 99% of the time I will shock you, because even me,
You don't play.
girl, even me, I'm still figuring myself out. So
Yeah.
it's like every other day is like something new about me. And like, to be honest, do not, if you see me anywhere, do not ever judge by the cover, because what will come out from this mouth?
Hey.
What's will come out from this brain?
Hey.
Oh God.
No, you just shock me every single time. I'm just like,
gosh.
so this tiny little person? Okay, gotcha. No, but I loved it. And I was like, yeah, I'm just so happy I got to like have that experience with you. I feel like, you know, my break into Nollywood, doing it with you was like,
I know.
it's my girl. Anyways, before we get and stay, because we can tell you the whole version of the story in different ways. You can be here for a while, but let's get to what we're actually talking about here. So, your breakout role, that was Sugar, yeah? Okay. And had you had roles before that? Was that why you moved to Lagos? Like, tell me, before Sugar, what did things look like?
So before Sugar, I had recently moved down to Lagos from Abia State
Okay.
to pursue a career in acting.
How old were
And
you?
I think I was 18, 19, 19 thereabout, and I had been going for auditions upon auditions, and none was really clicking.
Right.
And then there came this particular audition that, I mean, it didn't exactly say, oh, it's for this show or this film. It just said for an internationally acclaimed series. And I was like, okay, well, let's give it another try.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I was so reluctant because I didn't send in my email, because they asked to send in self-tapes.
Yeah.
And I didn't send in my email till the deadline. Like, it was literally 11:59 and my email sent. And 12 a.m. was the deadline for the submissions.
cutoff.
Yeah. So I wasn't even like really thinking so much about it. I just put it there, and then I think some weeks later, they had done they had called for an open audition, which I still went for, because why not?
Right.
Since I did not know that I was auditioning for Sugar.
Yeah.
So I went, but then I had gotten a call back from another production, and I was like, there are a lot of people here before to get to my turn, and I don't even know if I'm going to make it into the audition hall. I better go for this other callback that I have today as well. So I chose the callback and went to the callback, which I didn't even get at the end of the day. So it was like a lose-lose for me. And fast forward to some few other weeks, I got an email saying that I should come in for a read, and then I did, and even up till then, I didn't even know
what you were doing it
yeah,
for.
and the funny thing is that when I entered the room, the the office, the whole place was plastered with MTV Sugar. But then it still didn't click in my head till the final auditions, and then they sent me an email with the script, and I saw MTV Sugar 6. I'm like,
what?
how? I was like, then that was when I started adding all the clues that were literally right in my face.
Hello?
Like, girl, how did you miss all of this? And after that, and then after that, they called us in for table reads with the selected finalists. And yeah, I think that was pretty much it. And I really tried not to get my hopes up because, friend, Sugar, and then you're a newbie. It's like, okay.
Do you feel like the reason why you had ignored all those signs that it was MTV Sugar guys because you just didn't want, you maintain your
maybe I was just trying to
not psych yourself out.
Exactly, not jinx it or something. So I just like wasn't seeing none of the signs.
Let's just do what we gotta do. Do you feel like you're the type of person that like when they have things going on, just keep everything under wraps, or like do you like just want to share with the people you care about?
It depends on what the situation is.
Yeah.
I think sometimes I like to just keep
because we
things
share a
under
lot.
wrap. Yeah, keep things under wrap and just like try to take it slowly and see the outcome of things. But sometimes it's like if I don't talk, I might as well lose my mind. So I just have to talk to someone. Yeah. So it depends on the situation, and yeah.
I think that's fair.
Pretty much.
What was your experience, like your first gig, like your first for real gig being Sugar? I'm assuming that would have set the expectation for what acting in Nollywood would be like, right?
See, if I say it didn't set the expectation, I'll be lying.
Right.
Because first of all, we had a good time. I had a good time filming, and I mean, to a large extent, we're treated good.
Yeah.
And, like, just, like, being taken care of as a person and then as an actor.
Yeah.
So it just kind of set the pace for every other set I went to after that.
Yeah.
It's like, if I'm not being treated in a particular way, I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
This is not what I'm used to.
Yeah.
So it's like...
So they spoiled you a little bit.
It definitely did spoil me. So it's like, my friends used to say, oh, you're a sugar baby now. So it's like, you just have this certain level of expectations towards like every other productions you're on after that. Definitely did.
That could be a good and a bad thing.
Yeah. I mean, it is and it isn't.
Yeah, 100%. So after your time on Sugar, transitioning into other roles, you feel like after that was able to kind of help you figure out, how to maneuver in Nollywood? Because of course, like auditioning and all that, and getting no's, and then finally getting such a big yes. Did you feel like coming out, you're like, okay, well, I mean, I just did Sugar, so you guys should like... What was it?
It's definitely opened some doors that wouldn't have been... I mean, I wouldn't say exactly wouldn't have been possible to open just... off like that.
Because you wouldn't know.
Yeah, because I wouldn't know. So, but they definitely opened some doors that I didn't have to knock on. So, yeah, it's... it opened some doors for me, and that kind of like just set the pace of things, and I didn't have to... I mean, I was still auditioning for roles and all of that, even till now, of course,
right.
I'm still auditioning for roles, but then, like, I didn't have to audition a lot like I did before. Like, most of the works that I did after that were mostly based on referrals. So, yeah.
Okay, so when you were receiving all those no's, because you just moved to Lagos to be an actress, right? You're getting these no's, and you're just like, how much did you come to Lagos with?
You say, how much did I come?
How much did you come?
Did I come to Lagos with any money? You say, how much?
No.
Wow, you must think so highly.
So you came to Lagos with a dream. That's it.
Yeah.
With a dream.
Basically, and a God.
I know. Period. I love that. We love God over here. Okay. Faith. But faith to action.
Yeah. Yeah, I had my faith in one hand, and then I had my action in the other hand.
Perseverance.
Boom, shaka boom, God sprinkled the grace.
And that was it.
It's over.
So whenever you would get told no, or you wouldn't get a call back, or the road just wasn't right, how was that bounce back for you? Like, because I know it can take a toll, especially when this is why you're here.
Yeah.
It can definitely take a toll on just the momentum. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what effect did that play on your experience?
To be honest, I don't think I remember it like really having such a negative effect on me, because like, I mean, I was just starting, and I did not, the first thing I did was not to have expectations that it was going to be a bed of roses. Yeah. So I already zeroed my mind to have like a gentle and gradual process into it. But then God said, girl,
I got you.
Skyrocket.
I got
you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, it didn't really affect me because I knew what I was there for, and because I get 1 no, 2 no, 10 no's, 20 no's, it doesn't mean that I don't still have what I have. That you don't see something doesn't mean it's not there. You just either blind to it at the time, and eventually you will see it. And I'm glad that eventually and gradually the whole world is seeing this talent that I am.
I know that's right. That's right. Talk yo ish. Period. So I guess what I'm now asking here is that you came to this crazy state, this crazy little city.
Oh, Lagos is so crazy. Let me tell you, Lagos is crazy. And the time that I had come to Lagos, I stayed in a lot of places in Lagos, first of all, before I found my feet. And I was going from place to place like every other week. And the whole hustle, like when I heard the term hustle and bustle of Lagos, I came to Lagos and I met the hustle and bustle. I was like, why is everybody angry? Like, people are just moving early morning, 5 a.m., 6 a.m. You are stepping out of the house so that you can avoid the traffic, and people are already angry. Why? Did you, like, I mean, I understand that maybe you not sleep well, but like, it's too early in the morning to be angry.
When Jason got here, I was like, okay, what do you think of Lagos so far? He was like, well, things are cheap and I would never drive here. I literally busted out laughing because it's like, it's so funny to get an outsider's idea of what this place is. I'm like,
yeah. No, Lagos is so crazy. I would take the BRT buses, and then I get off my stop and then have to walk all the way down. And it is crazy.
So you're not doing soft girl that time?
I told you I did not come here with any money. You're talking about soft girl. Which one be soft girl? Did I come here? Shabby, at least if you have money, you can even say, well, let me do soft girl small. If my money finish, I know that if I perish, I perish. This one, there's no money in the first place. So it's either you perish or you perish. There's no two ways.
There's no two ways about it. So you were always going to figure out how to get your foot.
And to be honest, like, it was crazy, but then, like, God always just took care of me some way. I didn't have to think so much about things because, of course, He knows that I don't have any way to do about it. So it's like, it's either He takes care of me or He takes care of me. So, and He was always just, like, showing up at the needed times. Even, like, when I felt like, okay, this is just too much to bear at this point. Okay, I give up. It's just, like, showing up for me all the time. It's been really crazy, to be honest.
So it's crazy. I think, for me, what I'm thinking about this whole situation when you're expressing is like, what were your parents thinking?
Well, for one, my father was not having none of that. And then, like, we went on a whole maybe like 3 months not talking to each other.
Are you serious?
Because, like, he wasn't having none of that. And at the time, I was the first person to leave home.
Yeah, so you're not even the oldest.
And I'm not even the oldest. You get all these third children, all these middle ones, like their own stubbornness is different.
It's different.
So it's like he was confused, like, why? How? Your older sister is here, your older brother is here, so why you? And then, like, he was like, all he wants me to do is go to school right now. And then I was like, so now that school is not coming, so what to do? What to do, you know? And I just, like, said, you know, I understand you. and I appreciate your concern, but
I'm gonna still do what
yeah,
I'm
I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, because at the end of the day, it's my life, it's my dream. If I don't live it, at the end of the day, you still come back to me and tell me you have been so useless, you've been so, all those things and all. So it's like I had to take the bull by the horn, and it cost me some months of him not being too happy with me. But at the end of the day, has it been worth it? Yes. Definitely. Because now he understands my headspace at the time, and he understands now, and is like super 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 proud of me and what I'm doing and who I'm becoming, because now he's always saying, yes, oh, this is my daughter, that one is on the TV. Hey.
Yes, that's how parents
are. Do you understand?
They're so funny. They are so funny.
But you were there saying, I don't want to hear. Stop.
But it's all love at the end of the day. It's literally all love. I feel like our parents just get really scared. But I mean, this is it's a discussion I wanted to have on, this show for this season about creatives being allowed to be creatives, right? Like, our parents kind of have this idea of what it is that they want us to be. When they're pregnant with us, like, oh, it's going to be a doctor, an engineer, this. They already dream up what they want for us in our lives. Yeah. It's like, baby, I'm sorry, I'm still a human being. So, like, I'm still going to have my own ideas of what things are going to look like. And for you to, that's such a scary move. I couldn't imagine, like, maybe our family lived in Kwara, because that's the state we're from. And I say, I'm going to Lagos. That's what shaking me. No, for what? Do you understand? And I'm a firstborn, right? So, like, my dynamic with my parents is very different. Like, my sister, she's a middle child, rather. So, she would do that. She would just be like, yeah, no. And, like, for you to go ahead and do that, that inspires me. It lets me know if little Roof at 18 can move to Lagos, anything is possible. Yes. Anything is possible. So would you tell the girlies and the young men out there, how, like, when it comes to this, what would be your advice to them about, like, dealing with parents and making such drastic moves in your career, and what it is that you want to do for yourself?
The thing is, I feel like, even though I know for a fact that it had been falling on deaf ears, because it wasn't something that I all of a sudden sprung up on them. Yeah, I had been ringing it, like, I don't even know for what reasons, but, like, ever since I came to knowing, oh, this is what I want to do, I had been ringing it that, oh, when I'm 18, I'm going to leave your house. Right. But then how it was going to happen, I didn't know.
You just knew.
Yeah, if it was going to happen, I didn't even know still. But then I had gone for a boot camp, and then I came back and did some reflection, and I was like, girl, I feel like it's time. And I just had, like, God pointing me to show me how I was thinking what he was thinking. And so I just had this kind of peace that I was making the right move. And it helped me navigate that whole struggle of, oh, you're going nowhere or you're going there. Yeah, it really helped me navigate that struggle, because it's something that I had made. So you don't just say that, oh, I just came up one day, woke up and say, oh, I want to leave your house. So I had started telling them little by little. So it's like, if you want to make such moves, I feel like you should take it gradually, because at the end of the day, your parents are still human beings. Yeah. So it's not like you would just, like, spring up something one like crazy idea, and then it's like they had you, right? And they've taken care of you up to this point. So it's like you're their responsibility. So if you're going to say, oh, I want to do this, peace out, friend, you should better warn yourself. Because do you understand? And then, like, you also need to take into consideration how things are going to make them feel. But then, regardless of how it makes them feel, if you feel like that is the right move and God is pointing you to take that move, please, by all means, do it. Because at the time that I had moved to Lagos, I got to the bus terminal in Lagos. I didn't even have anywhere to stay yet. And I got to the bus terminal. So it's like, it wasn't till I got to the bus terminal that I was calling someone that I had met. Okay, I hadn't even met him actually.
Hey, Ruby. Wait. What?
Wait, we hadn't even actually met in person. We were just like talking over the phone. We got connected because like he's an alumni of the bootcamp that I had attended. Yeah. And then we hadn't even met. So he now linked me up to a friend of a friend. Hey God. See, a lot of things could have gone
wrong.
South.
In this kidnapping place that they used to kidnap people.
See, a lot of things could have gone wrong, but then I guess it's just like God's timing, and it just kept taking care of me because for all I care, I could have found myself. Now let's not just go. I could have found myself in anywhere, but God just kept taking care of me, and it's like I don't even like get how, but it just. Happened.
Your success is definitely personal because like this whole journey and this whole story, I'm like,
see, and that's to cut it short.
Mind blown.
That is to cut it. At the time, I felt like I was not thinking.
You're just doing.
I was just doing and doing and moving. That's all. But now, like each time I tell the story, I think to myself, like, what if things went south? Like it could have gone so many different ways, but at the time, I wasn't thinking of all those things. It's only when I recount it, I'm like, wow, girl, you're crazy.
Like in hindsight, right?
Though. Yeah, because why would you, first of all, come here, you don't know anybody, and then the person you call up to, link you up with someone to stay somewhere, you don't even know this person. Like,
let alone the person that they are linking you
they're linking you to.
Madness.
Like, and then I was staying with his friend, that was staying with a babe.
Wait.
I'm like, see, it gets messier. I'm tired. And then at some point, but both of them were not together or anything. But then at some point, the girl started giving me attitude. I'm like, what did I do now? She be me. I'm just minding my little space on the floor and, going for my auditions and everything.
I'm just trying to.
All of a sudden, she started giving me attitude. I was like, girl, this is definitely your cue to leave, because before somebody puts something in your drink, I said, okay, I have to leave. And then from there, I had to go to somewhere else, and it was just like a lot of things here.
Girl, at 18, you were fearless.
See,
because let me tell you something about me. Absolutely not. I'm sorry, I was too scared.
Yeah, I don't know how I managed to like really keep my head down.
Yeah.
It just shows me that I had God on my side, because girl, you could have ended up in, I don't know, some northern state or somewhere. Yeah. Or like in the desert, like anything could have happened.
Anything could have happened literally.
By that time, I was not thinking of
you were just thinking about your dreams.
Girl.
And then like for sugar to happen, like actually that feels like it was all worth it. It's all worth it.
Mm-hmm. And then from then on, it was one other big project or the other, and girl, it's been amazing. It's been a crazy journey, but has it been amazing? Definitely.
Is there anything you would change in that part of the story?
I don't think there's something I particularly want to change. I mean, can we move a little faster? Yeah, but then
can we skip to the good part?
Do you understand? Can we skip to the good part? Yeah. But then I am learning to take each day as it comes and trust the process and trust God's timing, because I can't lie to you that some nights and some mornings I wake up and I'm like, seriously, I chose this life. I could have been somewhere enjoying my life as a housewife. Like, I could have chosen anything, and I chose to come and hustle and bustle in this Lagos.
Crazy. But you work for your own. You work for your own, and you're building legacy, and literally your kids are gonna be like, yeah, my mom is. Like, that's such a flex. Like, what? Are you kidding me? I love that. Okay, so obviously, let's like kind of get into nitty gritty. I think it's something that we both have experienced so far. We're both really tiny.
Tell me all about it.
Girl. Like, yeah, I know. I see myself in the mirror every day. You don't have to, like, keep echoing it. But I feel like in this industry, we get reminded every single day. So tell me about your experience with body positivity and body image as a woman in Hollywood?
One thing is, first of all, you need to understand that people are always going to have their opinion. And there's nothing. I mean, there's a lot of things actually you can do about it, but then in being practical, there's really not much you can do about people's opinion. And the thing about it is, if you like, jump from now to December. You're built this way, you're built this way. So if you've accepted it, every other person should accept it.
Right.
And that has been the mindset that I've run along with, because I mean, growing up, definitely did I have people taunting me for my awesome stature? Yes, I did. And I mean, like, as a growing child, like, it will affect your security, and you become like insecure with things. Like, I mean, before I wouldn't step out of the house without a long sleeve because I don't want people seeing my hands and see, and especially the ones that will come and say, look at your wrist. Like, duh. I stepped out of the house. I looked at myself. I know. Like, you don't have to tell me.
Right.
And it's like, with all those things and messing with my mind and everything. But at some point, I figured if I've chosen to love myself the way I have been made, then every other person should fall in place. So it's like, there's nothing you can tell me now that will move me.
Right.
At all. Nothing at all you can tell me that will move me now. If it was before, when like those things got to me. But now, there's nothing, because I've accepted who I am. And I know there's nothing I can do to change. I mean, there's actually things I could do. But then, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, first of all, you need to accept yourself, which I did. And then, of course, coming into a mostly male-dominated industry, of course, did I expect that, people just start regarding you, respecting you for your true age, because to them, you're this 13-year-old when you're like much, much, much older than that. And then, like, it's been a lot of back and forth. But then the thing is that you can't tell people what to think. So how I handle it is by treating myself how I would appreciate you to treat me. Because, first of all, people are going to treat you how you treat yourself. If you carry yourself like the queen that you are, they're going to have no other choice to. I mean, some people that are just like, that's on the side. But then the way you treat yourself and carry yourself, that's how people are going to have to and want to regard you. Because if they see that you're not going to take that nonsense that you're going to bring, they will calm down and treat you accordingly. So that's like how I've been able to like manage all of that, by not letting, first of all, I make it a point of reference to myself to not ever treat myself poorly or disregard myself, because the moment I do, people think it's okay to disregard
you
me.
welcome and
exactly
that.
So I don't welcome that at all in my personal space. And then when I'm with people, no. So that's like how I've been able to manage all of that.
I feel like you found your voice, so well, because you're extremely vocal. Like, I've been on set with you, and I've been in different professional settings with you, and you're never one to shy away from speaking up on what you're not okay with. Was there a specific moment within your journey and career to self and as Ruby the actress that you decided, like, things have to change? Because obviously I would know, like, it's not always been like that, right? So was there a specific moment, a turning point where you're like, this is the last time this is gonna happen?
There was this one time at a beach house. I had come there to see a friend. And then I got to the door. It's like this huge door. And then the security was like, ID. I'm like, hello? What do you mean by ID? Like, duh. And the problem was that I was even wearing makeup. I was even wearing hair. So it's like from where to where. Like he made such a fuss. And I was like, you don't have to disregard me.
And speak to me that way.
And speak to me in that way just because you cannot clearly see that this is a full-blown adult.
Like, literally.
I mean, sometimes it's hard to see, but then you get what I mean.
You get what I mean.
So it's like, get in place, man. And then, like, I was like, nah, you just crossed the line. That's the last time anyone would ever have the audacity
to speak to
me that way because of my
size and your
you
beautiful young face.
Yes.
Okay, people gonna be mad in like 20 years when they're like, your mom looks so young. Yeah. How have you found finding management in this industry? Is the side for me. Because hey.
Yep. Well, for me, I'm key on, have I been on the lookout for like management? Yes. But then one thing I've always been skeptical about is knowing that I'm capable of so much. And then someone seeing that so much and then want to now reap where they have not sown or reap where they're not sowing into. It's like you're just like out for what is in it for you rather than advancing my career as an actor and as a person. So it's like that has been my concern towards finding management. And to be honest, I've said more no's than yes to management because I feel like, quite all right. There's some doors that management can open to you for you that you may not be able to open as fast as they can or as easily as they would. So it's like, but then like on the other side of things, like, what do you want to be doing for me that I'm not already doing for myself? So if you're going to be getting some percentage of my earnings, like there has to, so it's like I want someone who sees what I have and
is ready to really take you to the next level.
And is able to help me grow and not just like, okay, we have done this job now, okay, let's take our cut. Like that's like I'm not looking for that. So it's been quite a struggle for me. But yeah, I know steadily.
What experience?
We will find the right one.
Right. So like, what experiences would you say you've had so far? Because you have had management at some point, right? Like, or people representing you in one regard or the other, whether it's like with your music, because some of you may not know, she's also a singer. Yeah, she's also a singer, which is pretty dope. But you're also an actress. You're also a content creator as well. Multifaceted queen. So in one regard or the other, you've had some sort of representation. Have you had experiences with some of these entities that make you feel like, yeah, we're not doing this. This is not how we're going to go about things? Or what gave you that, decision like, oh, I need to be a little bit more stern on who I allow into this brand?
Well, I wouldn't say it's from any experience, but it's mostly from people's experiences and readings. Yeah, what I've seen and what I've heard. I'm like, if I have to do this thing, I have to come correct with it. So it's like, I don't, because I've seen people with such a bright career have their thing ruined because people just choose to be people. So it's like, I don't want to have to get into that space, equation. And would it hurt to just try and just, that's the thing, it will hurt? No, it will not hurt. But then I'm just trying to be careful. But then at the end of the day, somehow, some way, I'm still gonna have to go out of my comfort zone
eventually, because you're gonna get bigger.
Exactly. Yeah. Because I'm gonna get bigger, babies. So I'm gonna have to open up my arms a little wider, and
hopefully it's just people that you've met along the way that can make up a team that you trust and you can rely on. That's very interesting. Okay, so as an actress, even in America and Hollywood, you have the ones that they are making it, they are blowing it. You have the ones that like, same sense of struggling artists, upcoming artists, but ways, same thing.
Yeah.
So as an actress, do you feel like now you've reached a point where you're comfortable and you feel like, okay, like work is still coming, when it comes, but if it doesn't, I'm good for a little bit? Or how do you manage, because this is a different lifestyle. This isn't your regular 9 to 5. This isn't salary based. Like, you work, you get paid. So there will be off seasons, but now at this point in career, do you feel like you're a little bit more stable, or where would you say you are with it?
I mean, I would say that I'm gradually approaching stability.
Okay.
Yeah, in my career, but then I wouldn't say that no, I am at that stable point yet. Yeah.
And how have you been able to manage your off seasons where maybe not as much work is coming in, and it's not as glitz and glamorous as it may seem? Because that's real life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, being an actress, it's, baby, bringing a character to life and being on the big screen, it's a beautiful experience. However, it can be humbling sometimes because you did all this work and people are seeing it, but where's the money? You give me one-time money, where's the money? Like, I'm the reason people love this, where's the money?
Right. It's crazy. It's crazy because, the thing about these off seasons is, at the end of the day, it's just God taking care of me because, I mean, I have my crochet line, 18th stitch, and then I have content creation on the side. But then there's just like sometimes when it's like nothing at all is coming. And to be honest, I cannot tell you that I know how I manage that. I cannot. If I want to be honest with you, I cannot tell you that I know.
Shout out to God.
Because see, I've had some off seasons, and then it's like at the end of the day, I always make it out alive.
Yeah.
And something big is always at the end of the tunnel. So it's like in every off season that I experience, I just have faith that it's going to be worth it. God is preparing me for something at the end of it. And I mean, does it happen like that all the time? Nope. Before you can start thinking, off season, yes, something big is coming, please. That's not what I'm saying, but then you get what I mean.
Yeah. I see. That makes sense. And then your relationship with God, it seems like he's literally a pillar to your sanity.
Friend, because see, what my eyes have seen, what my ears have heard, if it's not for God, I don't know where I would have been. So, so it's like, there's nothing I can literally do without God. So it's like he's my source, he's my backbone, is like everything. So it's like there's literally nothing I can do without him. And I know that the moment I start thinking, oh, I've arrived
you humble
to hell with you, he will humble me
very, very
and
quickly.
drag me by the week and come down.
I'll come back here.
Do you understand? So it's like, I better remain my humble servant.
I felt that, okay? Like, let's not get too ahead of ourselves here. God, I need you.
I need you.
Okay. Anyways, with that being said, I know that we've always talked about venturing out of Nollywood. I think you've been making strides to do that.
Yeah, we've been making strides, and I trust that soon enough, the strides will all add up and turn to something worthwhile.
I hope so.
Same.
I want to see you everywhere.
Period. That's the plan.
But you're Nollywood's princess right now.
Yeah, I am. And soon I'm going to be the whole world's princess.
Oh, I know that's right. I just love the confidence and the energy that you speak onto yourself.
Yeah, because, friend, you have to manifest.
Yeah.
If you don't manifest, how is it going to come to pass? I mean, it will come to pass, but then you can give it a push, with manifesting it and speaking it into existence, calling things that be not as though they be.
That 100%, I say this all the time, it's really, really important to only call on positivity to yourself.
Exactly, because the tongue
is so powerful. I don't know.
As much as we hate to admit it and think, it's just, if I say, see, the moment you start taking life as seriously as don't speak any negative things towards yourself, like you will notice a change in your life because people feel that it's not just, life is much, much deeper than that.
Like, life is actually deep. Like, life is actually
let's
deep.
not even go.
You ever
down
see
that
things
way.
that happen in your life and you're just like, this could have been really different.
See,
Like, this is actually crazy. Like, or you speak about something with a friend and maybe like 2-3 years later you see it actually like manifest as it.
it's like my friend. So she's like my oldest friend, and we've known each other since like we're 6 or 8. I can't remember. Like, we've known each other so long, and you know, when we're children, we're always in each other's houses. So it's like, if you don't find me in her house, you find her in my house. And every time we're talking about like dreams and aspirations, and we're talking about how, oh, she's gonna go for this pageant, and then those were just like dreams and, you know, cute things that we used to say as children. But then I know that somewhere at the back of our minds, we had the hope that these things are going, and the trust that these things are going to come to pass. And then it's like, all of a sudden, I start living out my dreams of being on TV, and then rejection after rejection after rejection. My girl is now the most beautiful girl in Nigeria.
I know.
And heading towards her goal of being Miss World.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's just like unreal,
Yeah.
because you just said these things like not even knowing fully well like
The power.
yeah, the
of what you were
power of what you
saying.
were saying. And it's like, nah, life is deep. Life is
No, it's
deep.
deep. Tongue is powerful. So I'm sorry. Call it manifestation, call it praying, whatever the case is. Just speak positivity onto your life. Onto yourself.
Definitely.
It's so important. Oh my God. I can't even stress how important that is in just living and being, right? Because like when you start to spew out negativity and you're just such an angry person, it's like you're actually attracting negativity onto yourself.
Exactly.
Like your will not be good. Like you're just being negative all the time. Speak positivity onto yourself, onto your life, onto your future, and work towards it, right? Like you talk about it, you do it. God's got you, have the faith. God's got you, have the faith. So my last question, save the best for last.
Drum roll.
So talk to me a little bit. When it comes to your experiences on set, I think I already know what the best experience has been. Sugar, what's the worst? It's always like, You don't have to give us too specifics because...
Oh no, I will not.
Yeah.
Friend, I was on this one set where the moment I arrived, I mean, call me a diva or whatnot, but what they used to welcome me as I arrived, for someone that just is feeling jet lagged and everything, was dry white yam. From that moment, I knew that, I don't enter. I have entered it. And true, I entered it.
Thank
Because
God.
from the first hand you put out, that's how we're going to know which kind of hand we're going to use and run that whole show.
Yeah.
But nah, girl, I saw things and things saw me on that set.
Do you feel like your more difficult sets and filming productions that you've been on, do you feel like they've been more character building, like for you as an actress, like, okay, I can really go through anything as an actress, I've done this, I've done that, or is it just like, I just would rather not deal with that?
Would I really rather not deal with that? Yes, I mean, but then for me, yes, it definitely has been character building because, of course, nothing in life happens by chance.
Right.
So it's like these things are helping me to know things that I want to accept, things that I'd rather not, and like how I would want to be treated as an actor, as a person, first of all, because for you to even be an actor, first of and foremost, you're a human being, and every human being requires, every human being deserves to
common
be,
decency,
be
respect,
respected. So first of all, there is that. So I feel like it has definitely been a character building moment for me each and every time.
Yeah, and teaches you what you will tolerate and what you won't.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think they're kind of important sometimes when you get a little bit humbled, if you will, because you're like, you know what, now I know how I'm going to handle and manage this situation if it ever happens again.
Exactly.
You know?
It's just like that with, I feel like it's just like that with life and everything else, actually, because a lot of the downtimes and like hard times that I've been through, I feel like they've really shaped me into the mindset that I have towards life.
Yeah.
And like who I'm becoming and the compassion that I have towards certain things, because I've been there. I know what it felt like being there, and what it felt like being out of there. So it's like I'm able to relate with people who I see go through those things after me. So it's like with life, trust me, hard times will come, but then what you choose to take from those hard times, that's what really matters at the end of the day.
100%. I couldn't agree more. Now, madam, you are a no-nonsense queen. Okay? You are a no-nonsense queen. And being no-nonsense and having read all the men in Lagos are crazy, right? We're not going to get too deep into it, but I just want to say, how does that energy that you have, thank you, how does it translate into how you are in your platonic and romantic relationships?
First of all, the thing is that I try. I mean, it's not exactly very, 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 very like sealed in stone or anything, but like I try to first create a boundary and have myself, as much as it's hard to try and maintain that boundary. But then, do I fail sometimes? Yes, I do, because I'm only human. And then, but that's like really important for me. Like whenever I meet people platonically or romantically, I try to set like boundaries so that I know what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. Because the sugar you see, if you don't set boundaries, Anyway, but my mother taught me well, so.
Shout out to moms. I want to ask you a question, but you know. It's a bonus question. You can choose to answer it or not. So is our baby off the market or not?
Well, I mean,
is that giving us all we need to know?
I mean, you have all you need to know.
Take that as you will. We have had an amazing time with you here. I'm so happy that we got to sit down and talk. We talk every day, but we were able to record it for everyone to see. So you guys, thank you so much, and thank you guys so much at home for watching and sitting and having some tea with us. You found out what's the tea with Ruby, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Bye.
See ya.
Of the party, I'm calling it in the morning. If it was you, then don't, and now I had it falling.